Hi there, I'm Sphinx Akashaa, the champion of Bards, and the creator and proprietor of the Everbright Archive. We like to tell stories here, and the best stories are told with a cup of hot, soothing tea. I'm really proud that our show is affiliated with one of the best tea shops in the multiverse, Friday Afternoon Tea. They're a fantastic family-owned company based right here out of the Pacific Northwest, and they offer amazing teas and tea blends that are made for geeks and by geeks. They specialize in incredible blends based on some of your favorite fandoms. My favorite tea right now is called Number 9 for the Tomb. It's an aged white tea inspired by Tamsin Muir's Locked Tomb trilogy, and that's just one of the fandoms this tea shop is inspired by. To learn more and get some amazing teas of your own, visit FridayTea.com and use the code MULTIVERSE. That's MULTEAVERSE at checkout to get 10% off your total purchase, because we're friends now. See you out there on the Storied Path.
Within each of us is a storyteller, and a story waiting to be told. Universes of our own making that we breathe into life with our very being.
And we tell these stories to live, to relate, to entertain, to understand, and to connect. For we are the stories that help others to understand themselves.
We tell stories that are funny, sad, heroic, common, and fantastical. For we are all these things and more.
And when we come together, share our universes with one another, we create something special. We create a multiverse.
Here, at the center of the multiverse,
we welcome you to sit,
Get cozy,
and listen
As we traverse the storied path. Here, we welcome you to the Everbright Archive. And hello there, Wayfarers. Welcome back to yet another amazing, exciting, and awesome episode of our Crit Award-nominated podcast, The Everbright Archive. I am, as always, your host and your current storyteller, Sphinx Akashaa, your current champion of Bards. And I am joined by my wonderful cast of friends who will in turn each tell stories of their own as they all vie for my title of the champion of Bards. I'm gonna start with the lovely, the fantastic, the gorgeous, the ravishing, my diamond, your diamond.
Oh, hiya.
Madness Diamond.
Hi, I'm Madness Diamond. My brain's still recovering from Gen Con. It was a great time. I've made a lot of fun connections, and hopefully those connections will then come over to the Everbright, so we can have more chaos with more friends. That's kind of the purpose of doing collaborative storytelling. Yes, I wasn't in last episode because I was getting ready for Gen Con, but apparently my character was off playing with Puppy, as it should be. Also changing the status on Discord to Sphinx Akashaa, that beautiful, beautiful man.
that beautiful, beautiful man.
I love it. You guys spoil me. I'm here for it though. Next, I will present to you the ever sparkling, the always effervescent, eternally iconic, the all caps, the Brynniursa.
I was muted! You forgot to mention I bask in obscurity, and this just proves it. Bask. I am all the things. I am the basking. But hey! Hello! Hi. I'm Brynniursa, and I am also currently changing my status to Sphinx Akashaa, that beautiful, beautiful man. It's what we must do whenever we play together. It's required. And I play Jodie Bank, the moth, in this lovely Everbright archive.
And lastly, but certainly not leastly, I give you the smooth, the debonair, the ecstatically eloquent, and affluently afroed Bardic Sweet Tea.
Well, hello everybody, and I am also changing my status to Sphinx Akashaa, that beautiful, beautiful man.
Yes!
Hello everybody, good evening. My name is Sweet Tea. Happy to be here as always with this amazing cast of people. Today I will be Malachi Davis, our ever so cultured and in no way, shape, or form boring man. You know, some lemon in your water is plenty of excitement for anybody. You know, so
Giant lemons in the water. That's what you do. It's what you do.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. We are back once again for episode 11 of our first mini campaign, The Last Story. That's right. We are over the halfway point, and we are in the back half now of our very first story, which is very, very exciting. Shit's gonna hit the fan. Oh boy. But before we begin, I want to give you guys a quick shout out to our friends, our sponsors, our affiliates right over at Friday Afternoon Tea. Friday Afternoon Tea is a small, Latino-owned, family-owned, queer-owned, geeky-themed local tea company, local to me at least, here in Washington State. You can find a lot of loose leaf tea, custom tea blends. They just started offering tea bagged blends as well as tea wares and accessories and educational tastings. We've got a bunch of tea blends based on some of your favorite fandoms, like Battlestar Galactica, Avatar: The Last Airbender, Our Flag Means Death, that one series that shall not be named, and so many more. And if you happen to go to their website to procure any of their teas or wares, and that website is fridaytea.com, go there and make a purchase. But at checkout, be sure to enter in our special code, Multiverse. That's MULTEAVERSE, and get yourself 10% off of your total. You can check them out and send them that we sent you here at the Everbright Archive. I also have a page there, and there's an affiliate section where I've given recommendations, and those recommendations change with the seasons, because some of the recommendations I have are very much seasonal teas. So yeah, check it out. My favorite tea of the season currently is called Giant Woman. It's from the Steven Universe collection. It is a lovely peach oolong tea. It is wonderful. So check them out and enjoy their teas and just be thirsty nerds with us, because you know how thirsty we are here. Gotta quench that thirst however we can here on the Everbright Archive. But anyway, so before we get too spicy, before this becomes Everbright Archive After Dark, let's catch up with you guys. I mean, hey, who's to say it won't happen later? I've got to get the important stuff out of the way first. I gotta get the intro done, and then we might be able, maybe a little spicy. Who knows? I'm not ruling it out. I'm just saying. We have places to go first. But we rejoin our summoned educators, our teachers from a far off Earth. back in the world of Phaedos, where they have been summoned. They have sojourned to the Dead Forest, looking for a necromancer by the name of Allesandra Amelium, who was said to who possibly have indicators as to where, or could help figure out where our little goblin friend, who's been transmuted into, whose might have been transmuted into an orbed drone, looking for his body, and she might have ideas as to where that body might be. So you all ventured across the Serpentine Mountains, where you met a lovely kobold, young kobold boy named Richard, who has a mechanical arm, who once ran with a party about a year or so ago, and knows the way because he's escorted Allesandra herself through the Dead Forest to her home, and he offered to be your guide. You had a combat with one of the kobold clans out in the mountains. You decimated them thanks to some lovely attacks and Jodie's well-timed boulder avalanche going squish. You also discovered that your weapons had the ability to absorb like-minded weapons and take on some of their attributes. You also learned that your weapons are kind of alive. So that's a thing that may or may not come up again later. But you all wander through the Dead Forest, and thanks to a lovely travel roll made by Malachi Davis, who rolled a natural 1, and in Fabula Ultima, which is the system that we're using, rolling a nat 1 on a travel roll means you discover something amazing, and you did. You had a weird time getting across the Dead Forest to where Alessandra's chicken hut happens to be, but you also managed to find not just Allesandra, but Jodie's long-lost father, Gordon Bank. Though not quite the man that Jodie remembered. He looked malnourished and emaciated. There was a strange bark that starting from his, I believe I said it was his right side, going down his arm, that had replaced his arm with an arm made completely of bark, because as we learned that we were under, or Jodie had been under the suspicion that, or the misconception rather, that he had left to go and be a hero somewhere else. And we find out the truth, that Gordon left because he wanted to prevent, he had found out about this world and found out what the Guided Dreamer was doing, and had been tricked into believing that the Guided Dreamer didn't want to do that anymore, and that he could help stop other children like Jodie at the time from being unceremoniously snatched from their worlds and deposited in Phaedos. Upon finding out that the Guided Dreamer had misled him, he left and ventured down through the many levels of Phaedos until he arrived on the 4th floor in the Dead Forest, where he could not be, as you learned, detected by the Guided Dreamer, and created a device, a magic tech device, to try to track Jodie, as he couldn't get home to her. But he used his body as fuel to connect that machine to her, and as a result is dying of a form of magical consumption, more or less. Allesandra points out to you all that while there's not a cure, you were able to, Malachi's magic was able to slow down the illness. There is no magical cure, but Allesandra did suggest that there might be a workaround by going up to the 7th floor on the Corona. There is a nation called Dirge, which is a nation of the undead and undying, and transforming him into one of the undying could save him and keep him from, in fact, dying. You also learn from Allesandra that Carrera's body is somewhere on the 12th floor with the guided trainer, which might give you another reason on the list of reasons why you want to murder him. But, that's fine. And also, the entire time, Lysandra may or may not have been in the garden with a certain undead dog named Hugo, playing and cavorting around, having a grand time, and just being altogether adorable. We ended with everyone kind of in the yard. Oh, I forgot. You also met a very interesting being called Gorphim, who helps to kind of guard the dead forest. Gorphim is a Durak, which is basically a druidic version of a lich. Somehow, before the dead forest became the dead forest, the demon, one of the Red Four, managed to come down and destroy the entire forest and killed Gorphim back when he had a mortal form. The forest, in its anger and vengeance, brought Gorphim back from the dead and gave him his current form, which is an 8-foot tall creature with the skull of an alligator and elk antlers. And you haven't seen his feet. You don't quite know if he has them, but he seems to have the upper torso, at least, of a humanoid, wearing these robes made of cloth and moss and leaves. But he seems like a lovely being, who Jodie has adopted as a little brother, even though Gorphim is at least a couple thousand years old, because Gorphim helped take care of Gordon while he has been here in the Dead Forest with Allesandra. And we ended last episode on there being kind of a barbecue scenario, or at least a cookout scenario, where Allesandra is making food for everyone. And that's what we'll pick up. It's the same day, and everyone is kind of sitting around. Gordon in his wheelchair, next to Jodie, and you guys are eating this with I say Gorphim is probably sitting on the other side of Jodie, kind of looking on, and he doesn't need to eat, but he does anyway, just so that no one feels weird about him being there and not eating. And Jodie, how are you feeling in this moment? Like being able to share a meal with your father, who you haven't seen in many years.
It's not the table in the trailer, but it feels just as sweet and warm. There's nothing fancy. It's just her and her daddy. Plus one more. And it's even better than that, because you got kind of this cousin who's easy to pick on. All you gotta do is find a lemon. You got this, sis. But beyond that, a great friend who's going around playing with the dog.
Yeah.
Everything's right except for what's not, but she's trying not to think about that right now.
Yeah. That's very, very fair. And Malachi, where are you sitting in this scenario, and how are you feeling?
Well. Hello there. It is I, your most enthusiastic antagonist, the Guided Dreamer. And you are listening to the Everbright Archive and the campaign, The Last Story. If our heroes are not careful, it will be their last story as well. Now, let's see what they're up to, shall we?
I'm probably sitting... I guess I'll probably be sitting next to Jodie, doing my absolute damnedest not to, like, stare at Gordon, but also not to, like, avoid staring at Gordon. You know that you know what I'm trying to say? Like, you don't want to look too hard, but you also don't want to, like, avert your gaze. Like, you don't want to make him feel uncomfortable. But he's extremely fascinated by the whole bark skin thing he's got going on.
Yeah, and Gordon would 100% notice that you're not exactly being... I would say you're probably not exactly being subtle about it.
Probably not.
Just like, you know it's all right? You can look, and if you have questions, then you can ask them.
Can you feel?
Yes. Yeah, I can. It's a little weird. It's not the same as having flesh on, but it's rather close because, you know, trees have their own version of flesh. And Gorphim, I think, did a real nice job of building and grafting this to the body. It works very well.
Well, I mean, that's fantastic, and I'm glad to hear that. I guess, does your arm... And again, I apologize if this is an odd question. Does your arm have any abilities?
And Gordon kind of scrunches his face a bit. You know, that's not something I really thought about. I just used the arm as an arm. And he looks at Gorphim. Does this thing have any special properties I need to know about? And Gorphim kind of straightens up. He's had his maw in a big bowl of soup, and so he pulls his face up, and there's just soup running down this alligator, like the maw of the skull.
Oh, buddy.
Yes, it is magical in nature, and so I believe with some practice you will be able to harness the abilities that may be dormant within the tree itself. The tree itself is it of itself magical in nature. It was grown using my magic. So it is very possible.
And Gordon just kind of looks at the arm a bit and then scrunches his face as he stares hard at it. And on the first two knuckles of the hand, flowers begin to just appear or grow very quickly until there are kind of red miniature lilies that bloom from his knuckles, and he looks down. Well, that'll be. That's not something you see every day. Maybe this thing will prove useful after all.
I mean, maybe. I mean, that's pretty. I mean, it's pretty. I'd say that as I'm handing Gorphim like a napkin to wipe his skull mouth.
You were about to say it's pretty handy. I get it. It's a funny joke.
I mean, I wasn't not going to say that. Stuff. I'm just sorry.
It's nothing to apologize for. I understand that this is, like myself, like all of you here, this is your first time in this world, and your first time really dealing with magic and its oddness. I've been here for a while, and so while I'm still not quite used to the idea, I have begun to acclimate. This world only gets weirder, young man, as you will see for yourself. And Allesandra, who is like tossing some salad in like a big wooden bowl behind you all. Oh, you have no idea. Oh, the world gets stranger and stranger the higher you go.
Oh, this world is plenty strange enough.
As I said, you have no idea. Salad.
Please? Yes. Yeah, I'll take a salad.
She will start, preparing smaller wooden bowls full of salad. And as she's doing that, Lysandra, you have been hanging out for most of this time with a pony-sized doggo, for lack of a better term. There was essentially Bones and Blue Fire. How are you feeling in this moment with all of this going on? And also an undead dog.
Even undead dogs are good doggos. Lysandra's fire resistant. They have just been playing full force with this undead dog, and they don't care if they take damage trying to hug the puppy. As long as the puppy wants hugs.
And here's the thing. Hugo seems to like you quite a bit. And so, whenever you touch him or pet him or hug him or tackle him, the flame does you no damage.
I'd like to play fetch. I would like to play fetch with Hugo. But I would like to play fetch with Hugo with my staff. With my weapon.
Okay. Yeah, let's see how that will work. I was not prepared for that. So I will say, go ahead and make me a might plus dex roll to see how far you throw your staff. Okay, that's not a bad roll. you take your staff and you throw it. It goes end over end into the trees. And Hugo does the dog thing of like going down and then zoom. He is off, leaving flaming footprints in his wake as he runs into the trees, barking. And the barking, again, sounds like it is a dog's bark, but echoing from very, very far away. Like almost this weird, like a bad radio audio. Like there's a little, like a tinge of static in his voice as well. And it takes maybe 30 seconds before he trots back, very pleased with himself, with the staff in his mouth, and he seems to have activated the chain. So the chain is he's holding it by the chain, and the two ends of the staff are just dangling and just swinging, and he's very much like, I have it. And Lysandra just goes, you know you're going to spoil
him, Rotten. He is such a good boy. And
he really is a good boy. I spoil him too. It is fine.
Puppies. Oh, and you have little flames on you, and you're such a good little fire puppy. And your bones are so cute, and your bones are so healthy. You must have drank all your calcium. You are such a good boy, and you're such a healthy boy. You are good boys.
Yes, my son took good care of him before he passed on, and so yes, very good. He took very good care of Hugo, and so there's no surprise that even in death, Hugo is a very healthy boy.
He's the most alive thing here. He's very lively. He seems very happy, and Lysandra just.
He is very lively boy.
I think Lysandra will put their hands under the staff, like, can I have it back, please? Hugo.
And Hugo just opened his mouth and and instead of drool, it's ectoplasm. Just all over the chain. And he sits up like a good boy. Very like the lights in his eye sockets look very expectantly at you.
You like the souls of the undead? Do I need to go get the soul? I will feed you many souls.
And the Hugo kind of lifts his head to one side, and Allesandra goes, "Oh no, he does not eat the souls of the dead. He doesn't really need to eat at all. He will gladly consume souls if you tell him to, but it's not something he necessarily needs to eat. He actually," and she like kind of leans it conspiratorially in your direction. He actually is a very, very big fan of He is actually a very big fan of pumpkins. He loves eating the meat and seeds inside of a pumpkin. I don't know what it is. It's not something he ate in life. But they say the tastes change after you die and come back. So who knows?
Is there a place where I can get him a pumpkin around here?
I mean, and she just kind of like gestures to the garden, and there are massive pumpkins. They are pumpkins the size, like they range in size from pumpkins the size of like small like CRT televisions to pumpkins the size of small Buicks. Yes.
Well, if you go pick out a pumpkin, I will break it for you.
And Allesandra looks at Hugo. You heard that? You heard them. You can go and pick out the pumpkin for your friend and for you, of course. And they will break it for you. And so Hugo runs off into the pumpkin patch and finds it's not the biggest pumpkin in the patch, but it is the roundest, and it is about the size of a fairly nicely made, one of those like really, really expensive dog houses. Like he could cohabitate this pumpkin if you carved it out. But he kind of vanishes for a moment, and then in like this puff of blue flame, he appears on top of this pumpkin, sitting like a good boy, tongue lolling, woof. And Allesandra just kind of gestures.
I love this dog.
Well, he has chosen.
Alright. I love this dog. How do I get one of my own?
Well, you have to be a necromancer, and she looks at you. You seem to have the proclivity. Tell me, have you ever considered becoming a necromancer?
Hey there, this is Magnus, Goblin Artificer Extraordinaire, and you're listening to the Everbright Archive, a TTRPG actual play anthology podcast series. I hope you're enjoying the show. Now, let's get back to it and see what these crazy kids are up to.
I have a book for this, and pulls out Necromancy for Dummies.
She looks at it, and like there's this like look of speculation and then of recognition. Ah, you got this from Malak, didn't you? Or from Emerus?
Yes. I like to call him Magic Malik because he has abs. And is eye candy for the ruler of that area.
He is very much eye candy, yes. And you see Gordon just kind of frown a little bit at that. And she goes, yes, he is a very nice man. That copy is actually mine.
I didn't write in it. I told him I would like an undead fire puppy. I would like a hellhound.
Ah, yes, that is well within the
Told me I
confines
would need this.
of necromancy.
I only want to become a necromancy for a puppy.
Well,
I want to be a good hellhound owner.
I can most certainly... I don't know if that book will cover it for you, but I can give you some pointers and get you on to a good start. A much better start than that book will.
You can have it back.
No. The book was lent to you in good faith, and as the owner of said book, I insist that you keep it. I think it will be better off in your hands than it will be in mine right now. I kind of know everything there is to know in that book, so it's fine. I don't need it.
It is a very nice book. I read it to fall asleep. I don't think I'm smart enough to read it yet, but it's a very interesting read.
I think that you do yourself too little credit. I think that you have the heart for magic. There's a fire in you. I can sense it.
Would you like to lick it? And holds out the hand with the marking on it. You can taste it. You can taste the magic.
You have... Right, that is correct. And then she shows her arm. And there are all of these like magical sigils and also skulls like going from wrist to elbow. Yes, I have one of those too.
I wonder if mine is going to grow to be like yours.
I think it will over time.
Oh.
Mine also started just as like one little symbol when I initially got here. And then as I grew and learned more magic and grew in power, it became bigger.
Yes. I have an affinity for fire. I'm a matchmaker.
A matchmaker. I like to play on words.
Yes. I like to stoke the I like to stoke the embers of romance. So if you have someone who would like to romance, I can help with that. Do you have someone that is catching your eye, maybe?
Oh, my eye has been. Well, there might be someone. But, I do not know if he even knows that, I am, what do the children say? That I am sweet on them? And you see Gordon just kind of shift uncomfortably. There's a quiet kind of.
Well, if you would like to test it out, I can dance for you two. And if you two decide to come together through the chaos of love and fire and perfect ambiance, then maybe something might happen. I am 3 for 3 so far.
Is that so?
At least I think I am 3 for 3.
Ah, there is uncertainty.
Well, there was... I think it's been 3 different sets of NPCs, because it's Callie and Duke, Malachi, and Desi. Oh, and then the NPCs.
Yeah, so you are 3 for 3.
Musicians. So yeah. And Lysandra will just detail that in the order that it happens. So the musicians first, and then Callie and Duke, and then Malachi and Desi.
Oh.
And the way that it kind of worked out with each of them. So yes, I am technically 3 for 3 with romance. So I have a pretty good track record.
So you would like to dance for me and the one who's caught my eye? Well, I don't know.
Hugo can help.
Things have gotten a bit more complicated lately, and I need to consult with and then looks directly at Jodie. Jodie.
Yeah.
I might have a little crush. It might be more than a little crush on your father. And at that, Gordon's eyes widen, and he straightens up a little bit. And then she kind of like looks very like over at Jordan and then like turns quickly. Yes, I might have some feelings for your father.
Girl.
And
You bold.
well, I would like to.
Ma'am, he's right there, you know that, right?
Yes, but you are here as well, and I would like your blessing to pursue your father.
Have you just been waiting on that?
I mean, well, no, it's mostly been just me being... I've already lost a husband. And then I lost a son. And now, with things as they are, I thought I was going to lose Gordon as well. But there is hope now. And that is something I want to see through. And Gordon just kind of... Why didn't you... Honey, of course, I'd love to... I'm calling me flabbergasted.
Lysandra.
Lysandra. Huh? Oh, you're calling Lysandra? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Lysandra. I'm just gesturing with the fingers. Fine music, ambiance.
Yes.
Malachi, wind.
Wind? I don't control the wind.
Okay.
Music. Do something.
Dog slobber staff connects.
Hugo will pat over, like, very confused.
Gonna just
Like,
start
he's been
motioning for
standing on
Hugo
this
to come
this
over
pumpkin,
to
just
me.
kind of like, what the heck is going on? And as you gesture, he just kind of teleports over, head cocked to one side. Oh.
So Lysandra's going to knock one of the ends of the staff into that
Make
flame,
me
catch it,
a
set
willpower
ends
plus willpower.
of the staff on fire with that
I
flame.
want to see if this happens. As you catch the flame. Roll 16. Lovely. With a 16, as you put the ends of your staff into the flame, when you pull it out, you're expecting like a normal like orange flame, but this flame is blue. And Hugo kind of looks at you, looks at the flame, and gives you like this big skull doggy grin. Or at least as much of an approximation of one as he can, his face being a flaming skull. And Gorphim even kind of cocks his head to the side and says,
That is fascinating.
Do I see the crystal anywhere that Gordon was using to watch Jodie?
The crystal is still sitting on his lap, like on one lap, and he's got like a plate of food on the other lap.
Sir, use the table. What do you got food on your lap for? Okay. Darn it. Alright.
The audacity.
What do you mean the audacity? He's got food on his lap instead of the table.
You don't eat with food in your lap? I'm just...
Not when there's a table as an option.
Well, the table is being used currently to like actually prepare food.
Well, then my apologies.
Yeah, it's alright.
Okay.
I wanted to see if maybe I could cast the Lux spell on the crystal to have like the light kind of shine around the room.
You most certainly... I'd go for it. Yeah, I love that.
I don't know. Do you want me to roll anything for that, or it just happens?
No, you describe to me what this looks like.
So I grab my staff. Like when Jodie's like telling me like just do something, I'm like, all right. And I just grab my staff and just try to very subtly just aim it at the crystal, and you see like a little globule of light kind of appear at the tip of it before it shoots like a beam at the crystal. And now you just see, like, a small array of lights just kind of going around the room, kind of like a disco ball kind of deal.
Nice. Gorphim will look at that and will nod, and he picks up his staff. And the skull at the top of the staff, the mouth opens, and these glowing spores all fly out and begin to like fly around with the lights. And Curator, who has been sitting on the table with Lysandra, in his like little spider legs, his little glowing eye goes from this like very calm blue to like this like flashing purple, and you don't know how or when he managed to do so, but he has somehow gained a recording of the music played by that couple that you romanced, and begins playing it as Lysandra starts to dance.
Aww. I'm going to spend 10 MP to do the Ouroboros dance, which is one ally who has not gone yet can go directly after me. And I'm going to name that ally to be Allesandra. And I'm going to basically, using the dance, like, actually, like, class, I'm going to mesh that and the necromancer energy together from this flame of Hugo. And I'm going to lure Hugo into, like, this kind of double, like, dance of chase. Where I basically spin my staff around and, like, I let the blue flames kind of intermingle with each other and then intermingle around Hugo. And all while, like, those flames coalescing together to then go and coalesce to give Allesandra, like, that nice little shove.
The lights are happening. The flame, the dancing is happening. The music is happening. So you have there these lights and the music and the fire and it's all swirling around, and the sun is setting, so the light from the canopy has dimmed, and it creates this beautiful, magical, like starlit, spore-lit effect. And Allesandra is just standing there for the first time since you've known her in these last couple of hours. She looks nervous. This is a woman who, as far as you know, is a few thousand years old. Quite a few thousand years old, in fact. And she suddenly looks like a nervous teenager. And she kneels down in front of Gordon and like takes both of his hands in hers. I don't know how to do this. It has been longer than I am getting this wrong. Let me start again. And Gordon is just like has this like dumbfounded smile on his face, but you can see that he's being just lovely and patient with her. And she says to him, "You are one of the most kind-hearted, courageous people I have ever known. You came here with a mission to not just protect your daughter, but to protect all children from this place. You stood up to the guided dreamer when many would simply cave and do what they wanted. And then you gave up parts of yourself so you could watch your child from afar, even though you could not get home to her. How could I not fall in love with that?" And Gordon blinks a moment. You love me. And she is kind of, I guess that did kind of slip out, didn't it? Oh yes, very much. And Gordon is very gentle with, as Hugo barks in the background, very gently takes his human hand and pulls her close and kisses her full on the lips and says to her, "I loved you from the moment I woke up in your bed." And he looks over at Jodie. Not like that. She rescued me, and then I woke up in her. I was unconscious, and I woke up in her bed.
Gorphim, has my dad been being an idiot?
Gorphim kind of looks over at him, looks over at Allesandra, and then turns back to you.
If I'm assessing this properly, it would seem that they both have been kind of idiots.
Kiss each other again!
And they both turn and look at you. It's like, this is not something that we do on command. And Gordon just takes her face. Just, you be quiet. Just kisses her a second time. And she's like, just gives up. Throws her hands in the air.
That's a bank right there.
And as they're making out, Richard's just kind of sitting off to the side with a plate of his own going, you know, you guys might be way more entertaining than the party I traveled with. At the very least, you're less dangerous. Just eating his stew. And Carrera.
And with that, I am 4 for 4 in matchmaking.
Music, and it is a very lovely, lovely time. Allesandra finally eventually pulls away and like is starry-eyed, just full-on starry-eyed, just glazed over. Well, that was an unexpected twist for the day.
You are very welcome.
Gordon looks over at you. Thank you very much. Very much. And he is holding out. He has not let go of Alessandra's hand.
Not like slow burn romances. You deserve to have a quick burn romance that burns on forever and is the cause of.
Well, you certainly have given me something more to not die for. That's for sure. Wait, was this about a forest fire? Should
worry
I
about
be
it.
concerned about You're not going to start a forest fire here, are you?
No, I've never started a forest fire. It is an analogy or a metaphor, whichever one is supposed to be. I'm not an English teacher.
Right. What exactly do you teach again?
How to be. Yeah, how to be. Very good lessons.
I am technically, I was the home economics teacher, but I was the substitute, and then that teacher decided to go on maternity leave and never come back.
And
She has much experience teaching fire safety.
Yes, you should always
the
have
way
your
she
fire
talks
buddy.
about forest
Just in
fires, I
case.
should hope so.
Lots of experience.
I feel like there's something more there that you're not telling me, but I won't pry.
Don't question it. And then Lysandra just sweeps the staff to put out the flame, and then collapses the staff back down. I'm going to go dismantle a pumpkin for a dog. A very good puppy dog. And then clicks
Nice.
it again, and the daggers come out of the ends of it.
As the blue flame, as you sweep the blue flame out,
The blue
there's a
flame.
blue ember that kind of shoots up from your staff, and it lands on your chest, but it is remarkably cool. And rather than sit there, it fades into you. And you feel something change on your hand. And a little skull appears alongside the flame sigil. And then
I lick it.
Yes! Yes, this is how we investigate!
Wait,
There you go.
Don't just put
wait.
your
I
tongue
sniff
on
it
things.
first.
Malachi. We've taught you this lesson before, hush.
when you sniff it, it is very earthy. It is a very almost like wet earth. But then you lick it, and it is smooth and gritty, like bone. And your interface appears in your eye line. Attention. New class unlocked. Necromancer. And then very slowly fades. And Curator, who has been kind of standing there kind of the whole time, it's kind of his little eye light, kind of searching and looking about.
This is very weird being here like this. The last time I saw you, Miss Allesandra, I had a body. And now I don't. But we're gonna get it back, right?
Allesandra looks over and says, well, I believe your friends are going to do everything that they can to make sure you get your body back from that bastard up on the 12th floor.
So I wouldn't worry. You're gonna be okay.
But first, we're gonna go to Dirge and save Mr. Gordon.
Yes. That is exactly what we're going to do. And she looks up at everyone. It is getting late. So you are more than welcome to stay here in my home with me. Do not let the size outside confuse you. It is much bigger on the inside. But in the morning, I think we should get a move on to start heading upstairs, as they say. So eat your fill, please. Enjoy. And she will use her magic to basically grow a stump next to where Gordon is sitting. And we'll just sit next to him for the rest of the time that you all are outside. And I will say that this will be another resting period for you all. So, as this is happening, as you all are eating or resting or playing with the dog, carving this pumpkin out for Hugo, how do you all spend this new period of rest? Well, don't all answer at once now.
Right?
I'm sorry, I'm trying to figure out who Cor is.
Cor?
Cor?
Cor. I have them on my sheet with the bond. Cor. That's why I went quiet.
Carrera, maybe?
Do you mean I was gonna say, do you mean Carrera?
That must be it. Okay.
I will approach Jodie. Like, hey, sorry to bother you. I guess I wanted to check in, see how you're doing with everything that's happened today.
I think this has been the happiest day of my life. Whew. You know, when I was little, I used to pick these little weeds. I don't know what they're called, but they were all white and they looked nice on the ground. Kind of spiky looking, but I just thought they were beautiful. They always came back. And I thought maybe if I spent my whole life in that trailer, my daddy would come back to me. Even though, left me behind. We're tough folk, and if those weeds could grow back and still be pretty, maybe I'd be good enough for him to come back one day. And he never did leave me. Look at me. I got a brother. I don't know if that can be my mother, because, they just declared their love today, but...
Stepmother, at least.
I mean, at least. We banks go all the way or nothing.
Well, I guess I can't... What's the word I'm looking for? Deny that, considering Gorphim is now your brother.
Darn right he is. Got so much to teach him. You're kind of kin, too.
Really? Me?
Oh, what, you don't want to be?
No, that's not what
I'm going to tell Lysandra.
I suppose I just didn't realize that...
Well, I mean, if you want me to back off, man, I can respect that.
No. It's nice, actually. I'm sure you don't really get this from me, but I'm not exactly the most social member of our faculty.
Just kind of ironic. Going around with your students.
Oh, that's...
Being all, you must project to them theaters and all that.
Well, that's different. That's my students. They come to me to learn. But, outside of the school, I don't exactly socialize. So, it's... to know that someone sees me as a family, it's a good feeling.
Yeah. Well, you got me, Malachi.
Yes, and you have me, Jodie.
You know what'd really seal this moment?
What?
She reaches over the table and grabs the lemon.
Alright.
Come on, let's really spice this up here.
Oh.
You know, this is what family does. She takes the lemon. I think you're ready for chop, chop, chop. 3 slices of lemon.
3 slices? Like, want to make the water too tart?
Oh my goodness. You won't know till you try. Come on, I bet this will be a whole new... Come on, I'll do it too.
We're really living on the edge now.
Oh, the very edge.
You know what? Why not?
And as they clink together, hidden behind Jodie's hand, she has put no lemon slices in her water.
Just... You can really taste the lemon.
Oh yeah, it's very refreshing. I think you should have it like this all the time, and no change to her face as she drinks it.
You think so? All the time?
Oh yeah, I think it would really aid your digestion.
You know, it does kind of give the water some zip.
Zap zup. That's right, I listen to your games.
You know zip zap zop.
I do. Zip zap zop.
It...
The oxo. No.
It's refreshing to see an improv exercise. You ever wonder if we'll get back? I would like to do those exercises again with my students.
What about your girl?
Oh, yes.
Oh,
No,
yes?
that's not how I meant it.
Lysandra!
No, wait, that's not how I...
Full belting. Full belting. Oh, that's right, Carvin.
Lysandra's just been in the pumpkin with
Not
the
that I
dog.
don't care for Desi. She is a very attractive young lady. And she's very sweet and kind. But I mean, I do...
Lysandra, I think you're about to be 3 for 4.
No, wait, that's not...
Malachi! Malachi's
Who's
messing with
my
it.
record?
No,
Who's
no.
messing
I would say
with my
it was
record?
a successful pairing. Just, you know. Oh no.
Lysandra will emerge from the
Oh,
pumpkin
gosh.
patch, covered in pumpkin guts, with the blades still on,
Oh,
and then just points at
puts his
Malachi.
hands up.
Are you
No.
messing-
Your
Worked very
your
hard
record
to put
shall
Desi
remain
together.
unscathed.
He called her a very nice girl.
And she is.
But he added a but.
Well, technically, yes, there was a but after that, but it's not a remark on Desi or on Lysandra's pairing skills. It's just, I mean, don't you two think about going home? No?
No.
Hi there. I'm Sphinx Akashaa, your champion of Bards, and you're listening to the Everbright Archive, a TTRPG actual play podcast anthology series. I really hope you're enjoying the show. Why don't we get back to it?
I'm fine here. I mean, it's kind of amazing here. I don't have a lot waiting back
My
at home for me,
home's here.
I guess.
And she looks towards the house that contains her father, his lover, and looks up towards Gorphim, skulking around. Giant thing that he is. I'm never leaving.
Ah.
I don't know if I would never leave. Like, I would probably spend some time here. I imagine once we dismantle everything about the Guided Dreamer, that maybe there would be a way to possibly go back and forth. I mean, but there's also other multiverses.
I mean, before we left, we all had plans, goals, aspirations, and I mean, I understand that there's great things to see here and great things to see elsewhere, but I don't know, I suppose I would like to eventually get back one day.
So,
Malachi, you realize I was a substitute teacher, right? Yes, I don't have a whole lot to go back for. Like, it's fine. But if you would like to go back, that is
I
fine.
mean, can
You
she?
could also consider talking about it with Desi. Desi might want to go back with you.
I mean,
I don't see why not.
if she can, then that's perfect.
They kind of made an alluding that they're all basically gods. So,
Yeah, she does.
she's also very strong and muscular and looks like she has abs of fucking steel. So I think she could just break the multiverse to follow you wherever you would like to go, as long
I
as
have
you are
no
ready. But if you
intent
mess
of
up my record,
messing
I
up
will
your
turn you
record.
into pumpkin pie. But
You do that.
we're cute together.
Okay.
Going back to carving the pumpkin.
As you go back, Hugo is still inside, like, the big hole that the two of you made together, completely covered in pumpkin guts. Just like big-ass doggy grin, tongue lolling. Sees you approach, he barks at you. Woof! And then turns around and goes back into the pumpkin.
Oof. Sandra does bark back at him. I'm also spending 2 Fabula points. I'm spending 1 to create a bond with Jodie of affection. And I'm spending another 1 to create a bond of admiration towards Allesandra.
I will say, Malachi, as a result of your conversation, you get a lovely camp activity effect. Once before the next rest, after your group makes a travel roll, you can, if you're unsatisfied with that roll, you have the ability to re-roll the die and keep the new roll.
Heck yeah. Sorry, and how long do I have this for?
Until you make your next rest.
Okay.
But it's only once. It's like a one-time use.
Gotcha.
Jodie, I've been waiting for this. Gorphim walks over.
I've been waiting for this.
And, well, not so much walks over, so much as glides over. And he is carrying what looks like a parcel wrapped in a large, it's like a dead leaf. And he sits down next to you and turns his alligator skull face to you.
I believe I have something that you may find useful.
And he hands you the parcel.
A leaf. Thanks.
It is not the leaf, it is what is inside the leaf.
And as he hands it to you, like, it's heavy.
Oh. What is it? And she starts to open it.
And you open it, and you find that it is a book bound in moss and root. And he turns to you and says,
For as long as I have existed, I have cataloged the span of this forest so that someone remembers it. I am eternal. I will always remember it. But now, so will you, sister.
Maybe, boy, I will never forget you.
and as you look at the cover of the book, it is written in runes. But these are runes that you recognize. And it translates to stories of the wild forest. And then underneath, now known as, in smaller runes, kind of like messily scribbled, now the dead forest.
She opens the book.
And there are, as you open it to like the first page you see, and it's all handwritten in this lovely script, lovely runic script. And there appears to also be a drawing of a creature that looks like a cross between a fox and a butterfly, and many, many details written about this creature underneath. And Gorphim looks at the picture and the entry and then looks at you.
I have had many times, many generations to observe and care for the life that inhabits these woods. As someone who appreciates the value of knowledge, I think you would value and appreciate all that I have learned.
She looks through this book, flickering between the pages of a life, many lives, and someone that held on to them so tightly, always being left behind. Hey.
Yes.
You got a lot of love in you. You know that?
He kind of sits up a bit. And for the first time, in this time that you've known him, he looks a little confused and lost for words.
Allesandra once said something similar to me. When Hugo died, I felt pain for the first time in a very long time, because I knew that her son, Victoria, who was also my friend, also was dead. And it hurt.
Is my brother back to being big, or is he still small?
When he sat down next to you, he shrank himself again to be your size.
Oh, baby boy. Jodie looks down at her necklace. A green stone held by a simple chain. You're never gonna be alone again. And she reaches behind her, giving him a little gentle smile, and unclasps her necklace. Like, get down here a little bit.
He
Crouch down.
crouches. He actually shrinks a little bit more.
Now, this here is a piece of my heart. You're gonna keep it with you, no matter where you go. And you're never gonna be alone. Whenever you feel lost, whenever you feel unsure, you just touch this. And remember. And she grabs the back of his neck, brings him down, and gives a little head bonk. Her antenna giving like a teasing little scritch. Remember, you're loved. You're so strong. And you've got me.
Gorphim, still with his head against yours, takes a long breath that he clearly does not need, so it feels a little weird.
I will not be alone for as long as I have this.
Never.
And he touches the necklace to his chest, and the necklace sinks into him. And there's a moment where he is quiet. And he looks up at you, Jodie.
Then it will never leave my person.
And the gem reappears, pushes itself out of his skull, right between, just above his eyes, like a third eye. The gem is now embedded there.
And it will always be in a place where I will know to think of you, dear sister.
And she just wraps him up in as big of a hug as she can. Her wings extend and fold over him as well.
And he leans...
Because he's been alone too long.
He leans into you as best as he can, taking very special care to make sure... Because he's got big antlers. Making very special care to make sure that his antlers don't hit you in the face. And there is a long sigh. Like something he's been holding in that he didn't realize he had been all this time. And is finally able to release.
Thank you for becoming my family, Jodie.
And she very slowly pulls back, reaches up one hand and playfully pinches his cheek. Thank you.
Which is a weird thing to do considering there's no flesh. It's just bone. And you just grab bone.
My alligator buddy. just bone. Just a pinch of the bone cheek. She's like, sorry it took me so long to get here.
The time is immaterial now. You're here, and that is what matters.
And as you are sitting together like this, you feel something coming from the book. There is a pulsing. And you hear a voice in your head. Let us out. Let us see.
And it's coming from the book?
It's coming from a book, but it's not coming from that one. It's coming from your book shields. Let us out. Let us see.
She looks down at her hips, where she keeps them when she's not fighting. Confused just for a bit, because it connects. Oh.
Hi, Jodie.
Sorry I've kept you waiting, too.
It's okay.
And she puts her arms down and attaches them to her wrists. Come on out.
And the books open as if they're opening outward from your arms. The pages begin to turn. And they begin to graze this beautiful book you've been given. And as the pages graze the book in your lap begins to shrink. Get smaller. And smaller. And smaller. Until the book is completely absorbed by your book shields. When it is done, your shields sigh. And now we are together. Now our library begins. And the books both close, and you can now see that the cover of your book shields are now covered in moss and root. Just like that book, you can also feel all of the knowledge that was in that book are now in those book shields, and has made those book shields tougher. On your interface, the screen pops up, additional knowledge acquired. You have absorbed Tales from the Wild Forest and the Dead Forest. Full volume. Number of books added to library, 2. And then you can see on your stats off to the side where it says book shield, the number moves from +2 to +3 for both defense and magical defense. Gorphim kind of looks at your book shields.
I had heard that the weapons of heroes were strange. I did not know that they could do that.
Oh no. I think it was a little bit of you too.
I hope so. That would be very nice.
Well, I think so. They didn't want to talk till met you. And look. And she holds up her now moss and vine shields. I'm taking you with me too.
And now, you will never be alone. Just like I will never be.
That's right.
I like that a lot.
Me too.
And Richard kind of walks over, having kind of been off to the side, but fully watching this. That's so cool. Does that mean that your books now also have the contents of that book in them?
And all the knowledge in them. Well, I guess that's kind of redundant saying it like that. It's part of me now.
That's really cool. And as a result, Jodie Bank, there is also on your user interface screen new talent acquired.
Oh.
Chloromancy.
Just tried to write right with a makeup brush. Just... Chloromancy?
Is that like control of plants?
So yes, Jodie, with your permission, I would like to...
Yes, full send.
I would like to grant you a level in Florist.
Yes.
The face she made, though.
I have a brother. We both are gonna come. I'm gonna come back and we're gonna make a little garden. Gonna do.
So you now have a level in Florist, with which you can choose whatever skill you want to go with that.
Okay, I'll do that. Oh.
So yes, you've now learned floral magic, or plant magic, as it were.
She's poison ivy.
I mean, a little bit. So for those of you listening, Floralist is one of the new classes that became available through the Natural Fantasy Atlas. It's essentially kind of druid magic. It's one of the druid magics anyway. With fun, cool skills like battle gardening, chloromancy, graft, tree of life, and verdant sway. And allows the use and weaponization of an item called Magiseeds. So we'll see what Jodie does with that.
Oh, Jodie's gonna do everything with that. Give me more points. How do I get more points to use? Right now.
I love it.
I had a plan, Sphinx, and you've blown it out of the water. It's gone. Gone is what I wanted to do. We're changing everything.
I love it.
Got book plans. Oh. With your... I'm taking something right now.
Okay.
Taking verdant sway. I think. Can I?
Should be able.
No, I cannot. Oh, I did. Okay. Whew. All right.
Oh, you can use rituals to create, animate and/or control vegetation, pollen, spores, and toxins. But you cannot create or control plant species NPCs this way. That's cool, though.
That is really cool. And Jodie, just feels something new entering her, and she is, as she said to Malachi earlier, on top of the world today. She's gotten everything she's wanted in life. And you know what? It's strange how this comes to mind, but she starts to hum. Just a happy little hum. And then a little sway. And then suddenly, these pumpkins are swaying too. And then she grabs Gorphin's hand. And they're dancing.
And Richard's standing there. His eyes are wide. The pumpkins are moving it. They're dancing with you. That's incredible. Malachi, are you seeing this? This is insane.
I am seeing this, and considering everything I've seen since they've gotten to this world, I can reconcile this in my head. I'm okay with this.
Come on, boys, this is a great day. They're grabbed.
Oh gosh.
We're all dancing.
Carrera is now floating around, kind of like bobbing with all of you as this dance happens. And Lysandra is back in the pumpkin playing with Hugo. And roll, the both of you, roll me insight plus insight to see if you notice what I'm about to describe.
Uh-oh.
I might be too happy to notice anything. Let's see.
Okay.
Ooh, 20.
20. That's a
pretty
crit. That's a
That's a
crit.
crit.
That's lovely.
I got 2 5s. So 10.
That is nice. Yeah, you got 2 10s is what you got. Good gods. Yeah. You get to take a critical thingy, I believe.
Oh, wait.
There is a...
Now, is a critical success when you roll the same numbers or when you roll the highest numbers?
when you roll the same numbers. Anything with like any numbers 6 and above that you roll doubles on is considered a critical success.
Okay. That was just short of a crit.
No, you. Oh no, you're right. No, Bryn got the critical success.
Yeah, she got the crit.
Yeah.
No, but I got 2 5s, and I'm like, ah, darn.
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
I would have had to get 2 6s.
Yeah. But the two of you notice, as you are swaying and dancing together, that the house is also on its feet and is swaying back and forth as well. And silhouetted in the window, curtains are closed, are your father and Allesandra leaning against each other, just in a very loving, peaceful moment. And I think that is a fine place to end this episode.
Yes, yes.
Fantastic.
And as my gift for such a lovely episode, everyone in the party gets to level up to 15.
Ooh, let's go.
15.
Double level up.
So that was so much fun. We had Lysandra having very, very cute interactions with Hugo. We got her interacting with Allesandra and Gordon, helping them to confess their love for one another in a beautiful moment. Lysandra also gaining some necromantic abilities, and we'll see what those are later. We got a lovely moment with Jodie and Gorphim, like very much like affirming this now like found siblinghood. We got a very interesting and very apt conversation regarding the possibility of going home or staying once this is all over with. Which I was waiting for someone to broach that, and I'm so glad someone did. That was wonderful. And we'll see where we are at the end of the story. Who knows? And yeah, we got Jodie getting her magical moment with her weapons, and having her weapons not only speak to her but absorb this beautiful gift that she was given. So yeah, that was amazing. And Malachi getting chewed out and almost stabbed for I don't think he would have abandoned Desi, but that was a very, very fun conversation to have. So yeah, next episode, everyone's getting in the house, and you guys are gonna go to the next level on your quest to get to Dirge. So that's happening. I'm excited for that, and to see what you encounter as you move through the levels between between level 4 and level 7. There's, hang on, am I counting that right? 4, 5, yes, there's 5 and 6, and then 7. So yeah, you've got 2. You'll face your first dungeon level as you ascend.
We also have to look out for the eye on the next level, right?
Quite possibly. That's right. That's right. We mentioned that was the last place he was seen. when he was last seen. Who knows how long ago? But yeah, he may be on either of those levels, so that's something worth looking out for too. Who knows? Shenanigans are afoot, and like I said in the intro, the shit's hitting the fan because we're in the back half now, and things are only going to get stranger and possibly more difficult as you are getting closer to your goal of the guided dreamer. But to tune in and find out what happens, listeners, you gotta listen and gotta hang out with us as we keep going. And the way that you do that is by subscribing, following us right here, wherever you are listening to this podcast. And also, if you're down, check out our YouTube page where we have lots of fun extra content like Tea at the Table, which is our show after the show where we talk about basically the show we just recorded. Yeah, that's going to be a good time. I'm excited to talk about this episode, and I think that the next one we're recording, we're talking about this episode 10 and 9. So we're going to do 3 episodes in one, and one Tea at the Table, which is going to be a fun talk back. So
hell yeah,
tune into that when we release that. And yeah, please follow and like and subscribe. Tell your friends about us and about the show. If you like this show and you think that there are folks out there who would also enjoy this, please let them know. Share the wealth, share the fun with everybody. Yeah. Also, once again, a huge thanks to Friday Afternoon Tea for being our sponsor and affiliate and friend. Please check out their lovely selection of very nerdy teas and tea blends. Just words. And, use code MULTIVERSE, MULTEAVERSE. I can spell, I swear. MULTEAVERSE to get 10% off of your purchase at checkout. Yeah, come be thirsty nerds with us. But I'm excited. I know my cast is excited to find out what happens next, and just how crazy this rabbit hole is about to get. Yeah. Until then, thank you as always for hanging out with us and walking the storied path with us. And as always, may the dice roll ever in your favor. We'll catch you next time.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
You have been listening to the Everbright Archive, a TTRPG actual play anthology series. This episode is from the campaign The Last Story. Your cast has been Madness Diamond as Lysandra Agni, Bardic Sweet Tea as Malachi Davis, Brynniursa as Jodie Bank, and Sphinx Akashaa as the Storyteller. For access to the main show, more bonus episodes, and more information about our wonderful cast, access to the show's Discord server, or if you'd like to support our show via Ko-fi, please follow the beacons link in the show description. We hope you continue to follow us as we continue to walk the storied path. May the dice roll ever in your favor.